So what are the applications? So ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಇದನ್ನ? So one, jewelries ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಾ? So definitely jewelries ನಲ್ಲಿ, so to create your designs, minute designs na create ಮಾಡೋಕೆ definitely we'll be using this. Another one is culinary. What is culinary? ನಿಮ್ಮ cakes, biscuit. So usual ಆಗಿ ಫುಡ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಯೂಶುವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ಬಿಸ್ಕೆಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಕೇಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಕಪ್ ಕೇಕ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಕೇಕ್ ಗಳು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಇನ್ ಫುಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸಿಂಗ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ, ಸೊ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ 3D ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ. ಅನದರ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಡೆಂಟಲ್ ಅಥವಾ ಆರ್ಥೋಪೆಡಿಕ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಡೆಂಟಲ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಾ? ಸೊ ವೇರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್, ಯಾರು ಹೊಡೆದು ಹಲ್ಲು ಉದ್ರೋಗಿದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಟು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಟೀತ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಲೈಕ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಒನ್. ಸೊ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸೂಟ್ ಆಗುವಂತ ಹಲ್ಲನ್ನ ನೀವು ಅಥವಾ ಟೀತ್ ನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ದಿಸ್ 3D printing technology. And as we have already discussed, so you can use in orthopedics to create prosthetics ಅಥವಾ implants ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ. So you can use 3D printing technology. So next one, to design any industries. So these are very small objects. So from very small objects, even you can build very huge buildings, including bridges and all, by using 3D printing technology. So ಅದನ್ನ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. So general ಆಗಿ these are the general applications of 3D printing technology. So ಒಂದೆರಡನ್ನ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. First one, the application of 3D printing technology. So application part. So very first, aerospace. So in the aerospace industry, so HAL recent ಆಗಿ HAL and Wipro, they have created an air blower Tejas aircraft. So Tejas aircraft, they have created an air blower by using this 3D printing technology. So this is very, very important. So it is done for the first time. Alva? Wipro and HAL, so both they have created a 3D printed aircraft engine, that is air blower, to the Tejas aircraft. So this is for the first time. So they have used 3D printing technology to create an part of your aircraft. So aircraft na part na create ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ they have used. So this will be very, very important. So main importance is why we are using 3D technology. Main thing is to reduce the weight. Correct? So ಅಥವಾ ನೀವು aircraft engines na if you consider, so separate spare parts na ತಗೊಂಡು you have to assemble. So if it is an engine, if it is 3D printing technology, ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದೇ single mold ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Correct? So there is no need to use assembled parts. So ತಗೊಂಬಂದು ಅಸೆಂಬಲ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅವೈಲಬಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಎ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಮೌಲ್ಡ್, ಸೊ ವಿಚ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ 50% ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ವೆಯ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಅದರ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 50%, ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ 50% ಆಫ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ವೆಯ್ಟ್. ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ first time used 3D printing technology in aerospace industry. So we have already created an engine, aircraft engine aitu Tejas helicopter ge. And second one is so Agnikul. So this is a private player. So ಮೊನ್ನೆ last time discuss ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ last class ನಲ್ಲಿ Rumi 1, they are also private investors, private players. So Agnikul, they are also a private players. They have created the 3D rocket engine. So they have already created 3D rocket engine and successfully launched. So at Sriharikota. So Sriharikota Dali, they have created a separate launching pad for this rocket and successfully they have launched so these 3D printed rocket engine. So hagagi this is important current affairs. So third important current affairs with respect to your 3D printing technology. Alva? So this is the second involvement of private players. First one is Rumi 1. Rumi 1 was the first private player. So who are working in space technology, and Agnikul, they are the second private players to involve themselves or to contribute themselves in your space technology. ಇದನ್ನ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅವೈಲಬಲ್ ಇನ್ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ವಾಚ್ ದ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್. ಸೊ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್ Agnikul launch pad. So it is in Satish Dhawan Space Station, Sriharikota. So this launch pad is privately created by Agnikul Industries. So ಇವರನ್ನೇ separate ಆಗಿ create ಮಾಡಿರುವಂತ launch pad. So Satish Dhawan Space Station ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ launch pad, original launch pad, ಅದನ್ನ they have not used. So they have created their own launch pad to launch this rocket. Agnikul, where they have created a 3D printed rocket engine. So third current affairs. So you can take down the pointers. So illi, so ee engine nalli olagade they have also used semi cryogenic engine. So they are also used semi cryogenic engine, so which was done by Agnikul Cosmos. So this is the name of the company. What is the name of the company? Agnikul Cosmos. So is the name of the company. So fourth stage nalli they have used polar satellite launch vehicle. Which technique they have used? So laser bed fusion. So laser bed fusion technology na use madkondo 3D printing technology na use ಮಾಡಿ. So they have developed a launch pad called as Dhanush. The name of the launch pad ನಾವೇನು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಲ್ವಾ? So the name of the launch pad is Dhanush. So where they have used Dhanush launch pad to launch 3D printing rocket engine. So next one, in the field of construction, India's first 3D printed house by the name Twasta. So it has been constructed just in 15 days. Bari 15 ದಿವಸದಲ್ಲಿ they have constructed this entire building in Tamil Nadu. So IIT Madras campus ಏನಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? So inside that IIT Madras campus, they have constructed India's first 3D printed house called as Twasta. So why I am stressing this is, so this building is India's first 3D printed house, whereas this one, Amaze 28, is the first 3D printed house in Kerala. So that is why I am stressing you that India the first 3D printed house ಯಾವುದು? So it is Twasta. So Kerala the first 3D printed house is your Amaze 28. So ಹಾಗಾಗಿ confusion ಇರಬಾರದು. Clear? So it is named as Amaze 28 because it has constructed within 28 days. ಕೇವಲ 28 ದಿವಸದಲ್ಲಿ so they have constructed this building. That is why it is called as Amaze 28, which is the first 3D printed house of Kerala. Clear? So these two are very, very important. So you can create any buildings or bridges and even full length houses. So we'll see how the house can be constructed. So first one is, so on the video ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಕೂಡ ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. So 3D printed house in just 2 weeks, it is called as Twasta. So it is present in the IIT Madras campus, Tamil Nadu. So ಇದೇನಾಗಿದೆ, it is India's first 3D printed house, Twasta. Second one is Amaze 28 is first 3D printed house of India na Kerala. 75% of the total labor cost will be reduced. I will show you a video. So where they are constructing a building, so you can hardly find, so ಒಂದು ಇಡೀ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಬೇಕಾಗಬಹುದು ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ? How many peoples we can see? 20 to 30 members at least to construct an entire building. So where you can see hardly 3 to 4 peoples, ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಮಾನಿಟರ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ, not for the purpose of construction. So just monitor ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ you need peoples. So that is why these 3D printing technology will reduce almost 75% of your labor cost. Clear? So what are the positive and negative aspects? ಅದನ್ನ ಕೂಡ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. And third one is construction, world's first 3D printed temple. So this is present in Telangana. So this is the contribution of 3D printing technology. So more than initially now ನೋಡಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ, what are the different types of 3D printing technology? So these current affairs are extremely important because all these are first timers in India. One is Swasta ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, either it is Amaze 28 or it is the first temple, the world's first temple, 3D temple, so which is constructed in Telangana state. So ನಿಮಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, just try to remember, here it is ಅಲ್ಲ, try to remember the state, so that is more than sufficient. So ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ you can write the name of district, so that's enough. So we have created world's first 3D printed temple. ಇಡೀ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲೇನೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? So you can see the contribution of three-dimensional technology, the public infrastructure. So this is India's first 3D printed post office. So that is present in Karnataka. So that is why it is extremely important for your KPSC as well as UPSC exam. So that is also present in your, so Karnataka, Halsuru. So Halsuru alli ide. So which was constructed by L&T as well as IIT Madras. So IIT Madras nalli already they have constructed India's first house. So building in a construction ಮಾಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, so they with that experience, so they have taken this task to create or to construct, so India's first post office. So how many days they have taken? Just within almost 1.5 months. So just within 1.5 months, they have created India's first 3D printed post office. So this is also important for your current affairs. So exam nalli kelbodu. So almost 4 to 5 different. So this is our post office, which is present in Halusuru, Bengaluru. So India's first 3D printed post office that is present in Bengaluru. I don't know whether KPSC especially it is very important. So other than that, so they have contribution in healthcare sector. Healthcare sector nalli general agi to create so artificial heart. So heart na construction ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ plus your prosthetics and implants ಅನ್ನ create ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ. So 3D technology use ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು can we create prosthetics? Create ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ? So ಅವತ್ತು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? So part of your limbs, so that can be easily constructed ಅಲ್ವಾ? So customized prosthetics or implants or any anatomical models. So will it be helpful for medical students? Medical students ಗೆ help ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? So instead of going for the dead bodies, so dead bodyಗಳನ್ನ ಪ್ರಿಫರ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರ ಬದಲಾಗಿ, so you can create your own 3D models and so you can bisect the parts. So cut ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು you can analyze as it is a original heart. So original heart ಇರ್ಬೋದು, any part of the body ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ you can, it is very easy to analyze. So ನೀವು create ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, so inside also it will mimic exactly like our natural parts, natural body parts ರೀತಿನೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Then you can bisect, can analyze. So ಅದು easy ಅಲ್ವಾ? Of 3D technology in medical field, or it is in the healthcare sector as well. Correct? So printing of 3D skull. So the best example ನಾವೇನ್ ನೋಡೋದು ಅಲ್ವಾ? So they have constructed an artificial heart. So Switzerland scientists ಏನಿದ್ದಾರೆ, so they have discovered this artificial heart. So this will work for the temporary purpose, so not for permanent purpose. ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? So while you are undergoing bypass surgery, so instead of connecting your blood to a machine ಗೆ ಯೂಶುವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನೇಟೆಡ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಡಿಆಕ್ಸಿಜನೇಟೆಡ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. The same work will be done by this heart, so which was discovered by the scientists of Switzerland. So Switzerland ಅವರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ and it is successfully working. What is the meaning of biomimicry? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ heart ಅನ್ನ ನಾವೇನ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? So this will play the exact role as that of our natural heart. So that is called as bio, means natural. Mimicry means you know that alva. So exact agi adana mimic ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. That is why it is called as biomimicry. Any objects or any organ created by using 3D technology, so will mimic exactly like your original parts. Clear? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ basically ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, whether we are using plastics or metals. Basically we will be using polymers, plastic materials. So ಅದನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು you will be creating any organ for that matter. So which was generally ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ಸ್ಗಳು which will be inspired by nature. ಸೇಮ್ ನಾವು ಹಕ್ಕಿಯನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ವಿಮಾನವನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವು, ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ ಸೊ ಸ್ಪೈಡರ್ ವೆಬ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೈರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಲೈಟ್ ವೈಟ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಸ್ಪೈಡರ್ ವೆಬ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ಲಿ ಲೈಟರ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಲೋಟಸ್ ಲೀಫ್, ಛತ್ರಿಯ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀರು ಬಿದ್ರೆ ಹೊರಟೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ. ದಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೈರ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಲೋಟಸ್ ಲೀಫ್. ಕಮಲದ ಎಲೆ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀರು ಬಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಾ? So it will flow away. Correct alva? So by using this technique, so natural agi ಏನು technique ಇದೆ, so that we are trying to mimic in artificial objects like your umbrellas.